Hey y'all, I hope everybody is doing good. I've got something to share with y'all. Today when I was coming back from dropping off my grandson and I was going over the creek, I looked down the creek and y'all, there was one standing there. I was, in motion, but I got a good look. I saw like the side view. I could see the arm. I could see it standing. It was a reddish brown. It looked like maybe some darker hair in it. And I was hoping and praying. I came onto the house and I hollered at Paul and I told him, and I was hoping and praying that when I got back down there that it would be explainable. But it was gone. And so we are waiting on Colby to come out and we're going to go down there. Paul and Colby's going to go down the creek and see if they see any tracks. But anyways, so that's what we're getting ready to do. And I will fill y'all in a little bit more when we get down there. Okay, they're in the creek. But what I saw, y'all, was, we're going to do like a size comparison. But it was reddish brown, a lot of hair. Looked like 6 to 8 inches long on it. And it looked real matty or, very ungroomed. It wasn't like the reddish brown one that I saw the first time. Anyways, I'm going to show y'all where they're at. Okay, that's as far as I can zoom. There's Colby. Paul's in the creek. But it was on the other side where it's up. It was up in there where Paul is going right now. It was about right in there where Paul's at. Okay, they're down there looking around. And I would have to say that this was probably maybe 7 foot tall. I got a critter disturbed up above me. Gosh. Hope it don't jump on me. But what I seen was in the water, right there at the edge of the creek before you get on the land. And it was headed in the direction that Paul is going. That was the way it was facing. I would say it was around 7 foot. Okay, y'all, what I saw was on the other side of that tree that's going down into the middle of the creek. It was reddish brown and bipedal. It was big. As I came over the creek, I just happened to look down and I seen it. I was already over and on the other side by that time, and to be quite honest, I didn't want to back up because I was pretty sure what I saw. I didn't want to back up. Okay. But it's gone. There is nothing there, and this was bipedal. And the head from where I'm at, it was big. That's all I can say. It was big. Maybe this will be better. I took it off the other. It's still blurry, but the other day whenever Paul was hunting, this is the area that the whoops came from. It was in this area. Thick woods through there. And yes, I got plenty of protection. They're still down there looking around. And I would say to that tree down there is probably about 60 to 70 yards, maybe. Could be 75 yards. But I'm anxious to hear what they got to say. Okay, apparently they have found something. Looks like I heard them say a left foot. Paul did get a picture of it. Oh, y'all. Boy. Okay, y'all, this is how dark it is. Which when you get right here, it still gets a little bit lighter. But this is, I heard some big movement right through there. I'm gonna get back around. Looking around me. I heard Colby say that he heard movement. So I think they're coming back. That's how dark it is. Okay, me and Colby both heard it was either rock clacks or mouth pop. Right
It sounded like rocks in my ear.
Colby said it sounded like it was right in his ear.
Sean, down here, Paul.
But we're hearing
on the creek bank.
I'm hearing movement. I don't know.
I just heard rocks.
Well, you'd never see it from here.
You see that?
Not through all this stuff.
There's an armadillo.
That might be what we heard.
Well, it could have been the movement, but I don't think that's what made that.
We heard that's what's been walking, but
Yeah.
that ain't the rocks.
No, because it was like right.
Like it's literally sounded like, so loud in my ear. My ear started ringing.
Really?
Yes.
Shine your flashlight right in front of you, Paul. Right in through there is where it sounded like it came from. Right through that thick stuff. Right in there.
It sounded like somebody took a rock and bam, right in my ear.
Did it go?
Yes.
Like two?
Twice.
Yeah, twice. Yeah.
That's why I asked y'all if y'all done that. Today, on today's adventure, got a phone call, come out here, and Paul called me. He's like, "You want to go on an adventure?" I said, "Sure, let's go." So we got down here, and took us down there to that spot, and we got to get our bloodhound sniffers out, and we were trying to find him. And anyways, Paul, he ended up finding it looked like a footprint down in there. Mm-hmm. Well, go ahead and tell it.
Yeah, I don't know if it was or not. I don't know if you can see it on my phone. Let me.
Well, you can send it to me and I can just add it into the
Okay.
video.
Yeah.
But
You can kind of. I don't know if you can make it out or not. That dark spot there.
yeah.
It,
About how
it
big-
would- it would have been the right foot if that's what that is. You
Mhm.
know.
About how big was it?
You can see that's another. But the toe was. Well, I'm pointing at the toe on that leaf because
Okay.
it was kind of pressed down.
Mm-hmm.
If that's what it is, it looked like a toe pressed that
Mm-hmm.
down up there.
Well, the first question is, how tall do you think it was? Before we tell you.
I think it was probably about 7 foot.
Yeah, that matches up. Because it wasn't, it was probably about the size of my foot, size 10.
Mm-hmm.
And so I don't think it was a very old one.
But to me, it would have been, I will say, between, it was taller than 6 foot because it was taller than you. You're
Yeah.
6 foot, right?
Yep.
So between six, I mean, it was, I'm thinking more along closer to 7 foot.
Well, I mean, I believe it because it was probably around a size 10 shoe. I mean, foot wise on
Yeah.
what we've seen on the indentions.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure.
Maybe a tad bigger. I don't know. Maybe a tad bigger.
Yeah.
I wear a 10. And,
It was,
I mean, maybe a shoe size 10.
Yeah.
It was bigger than my foot,
yeah,
you know.
It might have been a shoe size 11 foot
I-
that was on the ground.
yeah.
Yeah, I'd say something like that. Maybe a shoe size 11 or
Yeah,
something.
because our shoe was the same length as the actual foot.
Yeah.
And they're ½ inch long on our feet. So,
Yeah.
but don't know 100% where we walked exactly. We might have been able to find something else right by the log you said. And there's a few wet drops and look like toe prints up on top, but we couldn't really make it out.
Yeah.
So
But you said you looked like something had stepped out of the water and left water drops?
if that was not where we come walking through.
Yeah.
But I'm not.
You didn't think so, but I thought
Yeah.
so. So I don't know. We just kind of.
You were down towards the creek, and I didn't. I had Crocs on, so and you had rubber boots,
Yeah.
so there ain't no telling. But I think it was just crossing through. You just happened to see it in the
I
creek.
just happened to see it in the creek. All right. Well, I just wanted to get on. Oh, tell about what happened when we was at the side by side though.
Okay. I started talking, and I believe that they understand us humans when we talk to them. And so I started talking and just letting them know, hey, we share this land. We're not here to hurt you. And turned over and started talking to you and Paul, and all of a sudden it sounded like two rocks just clanking together in my ear. My ear started ringing. It was so loud. And you heard it, Pam. So, and
And I never heard it.
Yeah.
I was on the other side of the side by side.
Just a few feet
I
away.
thought I heard something behind me. You know, so I was turning around looking that direction. So, come on.
and the way the sounds went together sounds good. It's identical. When you say sounds good, clank clank
Yep.
is what it was on the, and how it mimicked the sound. So
Yeah.
I think they have a sound pitch, how they communicate versus us, we speak in words.
Yeah.
So, and
Because that's what it sounded like. It sounded like it went.
yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
And I was the one directly talking, and I think that's why it was. If that is exactly what it was, I think
Yeah.
that's why it was actually in my ear. It's so
like,
loud.
like an infrasound in your ear.
Yes, and it you know how all of a sudden you get your ear ringing like just out of the ordinary, like when somebody talks about you. That's how it was. As soon as the sound went off, that's how the ringing, and all of a sudden it quit in my ear. So, and it, almost like a sound wave in a way. So, and that could have been what it was, and.
Well, that's the exact same place when I was sitting on my stand up there.
Yeah.
I heard two whoops about, 2 weeks ago? Perfect whoops. Well, right before then, a tree fell to my right. And then these whoops would have been behind me, kind of to my left and behind me. But it was right in that area where we was at. You know?
Oh yeah, because it's a straight shot right up the canyon, right to you.
Yeah.
And That's the identical direction of where you're saying. It's down there in that creek bottom. Right where you saw that one today.
But they was as perfect of a whoop that you could get, you know.
Was it a little shorter version of the one we heard the other day?
Yeah, it was shorter than that. Yeah.
So was both whoops together the
It-
same length of what me and you heard up on top?
No, they was a little bit, there was some time space in between each
No,
one.
like if you added them together.
They was a little bit of space in between them.
I got you.
It was just a whoop, and then a little bit later, whoop. But it was, I don't want to call him in either.
So basically, it's just like sounding out like coyotes or wolves or anything like that. Just you think it's like a locate?
Could be.
Let each other know that, hey, I'm over here. I'm all right.
Yeah, could be. I don't know.
When-
If that was one that maybe pushed the tree over,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and then because it wasn't a long time, you know, after the tree come down that I heard the whoops, you know.
So it might have been like, hey, is that y'all up there? Like trying to communicate
Right.
and trying to get tabs on each other. We never talked about our experience the other day, did we? On camera.
I think she told.
I
a little
told
bit
about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Yep.
I want to, since you done heard us talk about, like mention it up a second ago, I want to go ahead and just brief on it too. The other day, me and Paul went and was checking your cameras, and we just got to talking. He seen a tree up on top that, if anybody's ever seen turkey scratchings, what they look like, well, think of this on steroids. And it was probably that far, what do you say, 3 foot?
Yeah.
Completely around the tree, right up on a vantage point, and to where it could overlook this whole valley down here. And and you could see where it almost looked like for so long where something's actually set down right there in the,
It's been that way a while.
yeah, right there in the dirt. And boy, it wasn't 10 seconds after we turned around and left that tree and we were talking about him, talking about Bigfoot, that all of a sudden we heard it screech out. It was probably 2 seconds long, 3 seconds
Yeah.
long. And
Yep.
it just screeched out, and it sounded like it was, well, the opposite end of the way this creek flows, ain't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. About what did you say? Half a mile?
Probably. That's why I'm maybe a quarter to a half.
Yeah.
Could have been a half. Yeah.
And did
Because we was probably we was about halfway of our property.
okay.
So, yeah.
Okay, did them whoops that you heard, did they have the growl in the whoop that we heard?
No.
So do you think that was an adult and juveniles?
Well, I don't know about that.
I mean, putting two and two
Yeah.
together, I mean,
It could have.
you would
know,
think the adults would have the same type of pitch versus, let's say, a kid.
This was a pretty high pitch that I heard.
And like I was about to say, kids have got a higher pitch. So I wonder. There ain't no telling. I mean, I don't want to expose them. I don't want to put video proof out of them because I'll tell stories about them all day long. But I think they don't want to be seen. They're not meant to be seen. And so I just think as long as we're kind to them, I think they'll be kind to us because we share the same land as they do.
I know my neighbor was outside, the guy that lives over here. And it would have been between me and his house. And I asked him the other day
If he heard it.
if he heard anything. He said, no. And he said, wow. I said, well, I heard 2 whoops down here. He said, no, I wouldn't have been doing any whooping.
Well, at least you know it wasn't him.
Yeah, yeah. But he didn't ever hear it.
See, that's crazy because it was loud enough on us the other day on the hill that Pam would have heard it.
Yeah, it was
through,
loud.
through the house.
Yeah, it was loud up there.
Which I was in there
Well, this
cooking.
was loud that I heard. These 2 that I heard,
Yeah.
they was loud. You know, but it was real quiet that day too, and calm. You know,
And you would have think everybody that's around here in the woods, anywhere close, they would have heard
could
that.
have heard. Yeah.
Well, see, I was sitting in my stand and I didn't hear them.
I know. That's crazy. And honestly, I think I think it just echoes in a direction of where they want, and it just focalizes. And unlike any other animal, you can hear it. I just think it focalizes. It focuses on where they want it to go.
Well, thank you, fellas, for going and checking this out and telling what happened.
No problem. Anytime.
All right, y'all. Well, we made it back. And apparently they did find some tracks, or what looked like a track. I'll put the picture in the video. But anyways, y'all, seeing this again, yeah, it's tough. There's a dog. It had really long hair. I think it was probably about 7 foot tall. But yeah, it's anyways, y'all, I'm gonna get off here. I love and appreciate y'all very much. Please remember to pray for everyone. Pray for our country and the world, the sick and the hurting. I hope y'all have a wonderful week, and I hope the good Lord blesses everyone.